I'm gonna let him know.
I started speedrunning this and speedrunning in general
He does know.
like 4 months ago. So I'm very new and I'm very excited to have this opportunity. Thanks, everybody. All right, so we're gonna start. Give me a sec. As soon as I hit start, it's a go. All right, guys, this is Metroid, and this game is notoriously hard. It is difficult to finish, let alone run in a marathon. It has a very, very low completion rate, at least for me. I think I've attempted this route somewhere like 600 times or so, and I've completed it maybe 50-something. It's super low, but those are with world record routes and strats and stuff, so I'm trying to play it a little bit safer so you can see as much of the game as possible here. As you can see, Samus has a giant tomato head. We don't judge her. I think she's beautiful. So right here is the first instance of spawn manipulation. You have to stand on that block, kill those two enemies, and pick up their items. Or else you're gonna get some crazy-ass spawning up here that's gonna make this climb in the next room very difficult. This game subscribes to the chaos theory of enemy spawning, where shit you do 2 screens over determines how things spawn 2 screens away. It's crazy. So I'm manipulating spawns right here. Those guys that are flying back and forth, if they're going a certain direction when they leave the screen, it can screw up the spawn of enemies farther up. So you gotta take that a little bit slow. You know what they say in racing, sometimes you gotta go slow to go fast. I'm gonna do the safety bounce here. I'm gonna lose like a second. Lose like a second doing it that way. But, you know, marathon strats. So, this is controller heads route through Metroid, where you go to Norfair first without getting Ice Beam. It is very tricky, it is very difficult, but I decided I wanted to run this route because it's interesting and difficult, and there's about a 10% chance of failure. About 10%. It's not a whole lot you can do about it. Already I'm getting hit extra. It's because I'm talking. I'm not good at running and chewing gum at the same time. But as long as we're above 25, all I need is above 25 health going into Norfair. Or Ridley's Lair, rather. So this is the category that I'm running is 2-boss warpless. Damn. 2-boss warpless, which means I fight both of the mini-bosses using no death warps, no up and A, and then go kill Mother Brain and hopefully escape. And this game is very well made. It's full of glitches. You're about to see one up here. Sometimes you get hit in that door for no apparent reason. You just get hit. There's no enemies in there. You just get hit. And everything here hits for 10. So this is door warping. This game's very good. Whoopsie daisy. So sometimes an extra enemy spawns in that room, and there's no way to prevent him from doing so. And that is a tricky jump. So sometimes you can just shoot that guy to help with the slowdown, because if he spawns, you lose automatically like 3 seconds just trying to get through the slowdown. Alright, 29 health, 4 missiles going into Ridley's Lair. Cross your fingers, cross your toes, cross your tails if you got one or more of them. Cross your fingers, your friend's fingers. Because this is Ridley's Lair. Everything here hits for 24. And I'm almost guaranteed to take damage up here in the ballway. Safety strats. Alright, hard part's over, really. Thanks to Brakes for showing me this part. Super B-room skip. Love it. Alright, this is the ballway. Gonna take damage right here. Nothing I can do about it. 1 ball, 2 ball, 3 ball. Alright, we're good. As long as I can get a little bit of health up here. Good. We're solid. Those are only 5ers. What I'm looking for are the 21ers. There's a quicker way you can get through that, but safety strats. Safety first. Right, Tomato Head Samus? Alright, I gotta concentrate for a second. This room sucks. See that slowdown? Yep. Not a lot you can do about it other than killing enemies. Going to a morph ball here because sometimes, depending on the pattern, Ridley will just annihilate you with fireballs. Like right now. And sometimes Ridley can just nail you with a fireball right here too. And if he does, it's over. I'm holding down the fire button and mashing on select. Does the rapid fire glitch. Like I said, very well made game. And that's Ridley. You just stand right there and fire at his genitals and he's dead. So every time you kill a boss in this game, you get 75 missiles, which is nice. Honestly, hard part of the game is over. This part of the game is super reset heavy. Fun fact about Samus, not only is she the first, according to Guinness I think, the first female protagonist in a video game, she was named after Pele, the soccer player. Her last name, Aaron or Aran or whatever, it's named after Pele's birthplace or something. The more you know. Okay, these balls gave me hell the first time, so oh shit. I don't know if I can swear or not, if I do. I'll wash my own mouth out with soap. But this place can be very tricky. Because sometimes the bees pop out, sometimes they do not. So you have to be prepared for either scenario because they can both be tricky. Like right there. Sometimes he doesn't pop out. Go, 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 go. Thank you. This is the Terminator room. Basically kill everything. And up, and up, and up, and up, and disco elevator. I don't know if you guys can see the flashing, but Samus throws a little party for herself in the elevators. What do you guys think? Is Samus lefty or a righty? Her gun's on her right hand, which leaves her hand, her left hand available, but who knows? Oh, shoot. We jelly boys. We in the jelly. It's okay. It's okay, you can take a few hits here. We jelly boys, time to reset. The RNG I got at the beginning part of that room is the most difficult. There's 2 different variants of that room, and I got the harder one. Now we're going to show you another glitch up here. Typically, you're not supposed to be able to get through. Well, you can. You can get through this. There's some hidden blocks and a hidden passageway up through a floor. And you're just supposed to shoot them and then time it just right and jump up. But there's a glitch you can do with the morph ball. I'll show you right now. See that? This game's super good. If you're standing underneath a row of blocks that are 2 blocks high, or directly over Samus's head, you can down, up, and jump, and you can clip right through stuff. And that is a morph ball jump right there. That's another glitch in the game that we're going to use heavily in the Mother Brain room, if we get there. That's a big if. Because I'll tell you more about it when we get there, but you could be having the run of your life in this game. And then the room just before Mother Brain will rip your soul right out of your ears, or wherever it is wont to be ripped out of. Now we're pretty much coasting. Next goal is to go get the ice beam and then go kill Craig. Well, I call him Craig. His name's Kraid. He looks kind of like Dinosaur Danny DeVito. And he shoots belly button lint at you. And he has 3 belly buttons, one of them's on his face. I don't know, I didn't design this game. I didn't design the dinosaurs. Right, so there's no spawn manipulation here. It's pretty much you just coast all the way through it, avoiding dudes. You don't have to shoot anything. It's pretty nice. The room after next, there's a bit of RNG that, as far as I know, you can't manipulate. It can go one of 3 ways. And it usually ends with one of those screamer, ripper, whatever they're called, coming right at your face. So I have a lot of missiles. I'm going to shoot one. Yep, there he is. You can jump over that without having to shoot a missile at it, but sometimes it spawns closer to you, and it gives you, like, what seems like a 3-pixel chance of getting over him. So right here is where I'd go down and get the ice beam, but since we're doing a marathon, we're gonna play it safe and go over here and get an E-tank. Because, Craig is world's worst stepdad, and he didn't come to my birthday party, and sometimes he gives me a spanking, and I don't deserve it. Ooh, he's not supposed to be there. Hello! We're getting some weirdness happening. Alright, let's go get that ice beam. I'm not doing the climbing as fast as I could be either, because it is possible to soft lock right here, and you don't want to soft lock. If you get stuck in that wall, there's no way to get out. This is all RNG where these stupid flies spawn. In old routes that I used to run in this game, those flies can single-handedly ruin a run. Don't gotta worry about that now, because I got loads of health! Alright, this is the ice beam. This is... I hate the ice beam. Ice beam sucks. Because, unfortunately, it's necessary to beat the game with ice beam, because you can't kill Metroids without the ice beam. And you gotta kill Metroids to kill Mother Brain. Because you gotta get missiles. But, the bad thing is all normal enemies that would normally go down to 2 hits now take 4 hits. And there's a little morph ball jumping glitch you can use to get out of here, but I'm not good at it because I'm not good at video games. So we're just gonna deboost out of there. Samus, you silly debooster. Oh my god. That's fine. That's fine. We'll just deboost all the way through the level. La-dee-da-dee-dee. Old Left Simulator 2016. Gave him a high five. Alright. We'll find Gregory. I've got about 25 missiles I want to put in his belly button lint face. Or something. So this is fun. This was fun to count when I was learning this. After the 3rd red guy. It took me a long time to realize that pattern, but after that 3rd zoomer, you can just go left. But before I would count certain platforms. And there's an E-tank hidden up here in the ceiling, which is kind of tricky to get. But we're gonna one and done it. That jump is actually kind of tricky. Depending on where you freeze that guy, if you do it too low, you can't reach it. Too high, you can't do it on one single jump. So I'm glad I nailed that. You can lose anywhere between 5 and 15 seconds on a run. Right. Last opportunity to soft lock the game right here. You guys feeling the Metroid music? Metroid has some of my favorite music of any game ever. Disco, Disco Inferno! Okay. Now this is probably the best song. Alright, Entropy, this is for you, man. Oh, what are you doing here? Yeah! That fall is just sex. I love it. Playing it a little safe here, too. This room can get super duper hairy, especially if you fall into the jelly. Or the cheese whiz, whatever that is down there. Safety strats. Doesn't really matter if I take damage here. I've got a whole extra E-tank than I normally have here. And safety strats. Alright, Craig. This fight can get super hairy really fast. Oh shit, it just got hairy. So when you bounce to the left of him like that, it's like a death sentence. And I would have lived if I had one less E-tank, but I got lucky. I got very lucky. I'm sorry, Mom, if you're watching. I have a potty mouth. It's not because of the way you raised me. Now that we're done with Craig, we got the best part of the run, the Craig wall. Craig wall is the bane of my existence. There are people who do this better than I do, but as long as I make it to the top, I'm happy. If you do it too fast, it screws you over too. Some of you might know what I'm talking about. So that was perfect. That was perfect. If you do it too fast, phantom blocks will respawn somewhere and hurt you out of nowhere for some reason, and could knock you all the way back to the bottom. I think my first time doing that in a run, it took me like 5 or 6 minutes to get out. So here's a little bit more spawn manipulation. You gotta shoot that guy going that direction and pick up whatever item he drops so I can get this guy to spawn going this direction to do the hardest part in the game. And I failed. It happens. So there's a little bit of RNG involved. Oh, come on. There's a bit of RNG involved with Samus's morph ball jumping. Come on. Sometimes she does a teeny little jump, sometimes she does like a mega super high jump. And you saw a bit of a mid-range jump that I timed improperly. And you're gonna see some RNG right here too. Cool, I made that one. That was like a bit of a mid-low jump, but it was enough to make it up. Some people do that big jump down there differently. That way scares the hell out of me, so I don't do it. I don't care if that other way saves me a second. This game isn't the kind of game you need to be saving seconds. Alright, now we're gonna go kill Mother Brain, hopefully. Oh. Alright, more manipulation. So same guys. You guys might recognize this area. It's the first area in the game, but now I got freeze beam and missiles, so screw these guys. So I got the good RNG. That's good. Because I can take these shortcuts. As long as I freeze those guys in the right place. Oh, damn. That's fine. It's fine, it's K, whatever. I don't have to be impressive or charming all the time. It just screwed up my spawning a little bit. We'll deal with it. We'll make the millennials pay for our mistakes. Alright, final stretch. This guy's here, he's not supposed to be, whatever. Nothing really to talk about here. Alright. This is the entrance to Turian. You gotta kill both those dorks to get that bridge to raise. In any percent, there's a little hacksy hacks you can do to get across there, but we don't do that because I don't hate myself that much. Much respect to anybody who runs any percent, because that is tough. This is Turian. So I mashed the hell out of that button, because I do not want to get screwed over by Metroids in the very beginning. Alright, wish me luck. So like I was saying before, you can have the best run of your life, and then there's an area up here where you have to rely on the game to give you missiles by killing Metroids, and if you don't get those missiles, you don't finish the game. And that is the worst way to fail this game. I wish you guys could see my face so you can see the utter glee or disappointment and heartbreak that's about to happen. There's two different kinds of Metroids. This one is a docile one. They go really slow. They flash. I'm not sure if you guys can see them flashing, but the solid colored Metroids, those ones are fast and aggressive. You gotta hold on to your butts when they come after you. Oh, yep, that's an aggressive one down there, and I almost fell down there. Alright, this is the room. This is the Dream Crusher room. So missiles, please. I need missiles. And we got missiles right away! How about that? I'm glad I went and prayed to RN Jesus at RN Church today, or whatever. Alright, and this is the Mother Brain room. This is my favorite area in the game, but it's very heavily RNG based. Oops. That can happen. Back on track. Yeah, this one is not going very well, admittedly. I call these little guys Duke Loops, or the Fruit Loops. Peach Rings. So you need like 35 missiles to kill Mother Brain. Oh, damn. We jelly boys, that's okay. We're gonna get right out, oh no! And I'm dead. And that can happen. That can happen. That was a really, really bad Mother Brain room. That was a really, really bad Mother Brain room. And that's fine, that's Metroid. Because you go back to the beginning, you have 30 health and whatever missiles you started with. So that's pretty much a run stopper. So thanks guys, thanks for watching. I'm sad you guys couldn't hear the escape music or the credits music because it's honestly some of my favorite video game music ever. But I encourage you guys to check this game out because it's both unfair, good, broken, classic, and it's great. I want to thank everyone for having me because it feels really good streaming next to much more accomplished and famous speedrunners. So thanks for having me, guys. Peace out. My name's Dookel.
You guys, Metroid died. Oh man, this is why I was afraid. Metroid is so scary. If something goes wrong, it goes real wrong. So unfortunately, we did not get to see the end of Mother Brain. We didn't get to see the climb up the platforms at the end. You saw pretty much all of it, and it was pretty darn entertaining all the way through. So thanks so much to Dookel. Up next, we're following up this classic with another. It's going to be Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, brought to you by Rising Star Summoning Salt, and we got a pretty good commentary team as well.